you could each maybe just tell me a little bit about your character and what this role kind of entailed. Yetide, if you would like to start.
Oh, sure. Well, I get to play Veronica Antetokounmpos. I like to call her the mother of kings. She is as when we meet her in the story with Charles, making a treacherous journey in order to procure a better future for her family. And the wonderful thing about this character is, apart from the similarities we share, being Nigerian, being immigrants, but the wonderful thing about this story is Veronica's unwavering faith and belief in the dreams that they all hold for this family. And that was one of the things that resonated immediately for me as a Nigerian immigrant about this story.
Well, yes, I play Charles Antetokounmpos, and I'm gonna steal this one from you, Father of Kings. Yeah, Charles, unfortunately is no longer with us. So, getting a chance to play a character who, raised honestly some incredible men, along with his wife was an honor. And I really wanted to play this character and do it justice and do his legacy justice. And without a doubt, one of those ones where you go, this is a job of a lifetime. It's an immigrant story, a beautiful story about a family. It's a story anybody can get behind, whether you're from Mars or whether you're from Nigeria or from China or whatever. Like, anybody can get behind the story of a family just seeking a better life, and grasping at a dream. In our case, it's of making it into the NBA. So it's more than sports for them. It was more than just basketball. It was their lifeline. It was their lifeblood. And so getting a chance to play a father who was able to, along with his wife, keep this family together and, have them have tenacity and fortitude be at the core of the family was amazing. He's a great character to play.
Well, one thing that I really enjoyed about the film was actually the relationship between Veronica and Charles. You can tell that it's very real, like there's a real genuine love between them, and they just want their family to be safe and happy, and they would do anything to protect their children. What was it like to bring this dynamic to life, especially considering, this is a real one?
It was terrible. Can't stand it.
This guy?
Clearly, our acting was so amazing that I was able to fool you guys to believing that I could tolerate this. No, it's amazing.
Okay, well, but we got to start from the fact that we actually did our chemistry read remotely. So I think you were in Toronto at the time, and I was in Palm Desert, and we had to gauge our chemistry
off of Zoom.
Apparently, it was just palpable. It jumped
or so I'm told. I'm told.
It jumped off the screen. But it was things like, I think it's because we're both theater geeks. And we're both, film geeks. Like, I think we bonded on those things. And I still remember from that audition, we both wore fake wedding rings.
Yes, we did.
It was, we were in simpatico immediately. And then another favorite moment of mine is, in between scenes, shooting in Greece. And when we started singing Hamilton, doing whole, well, I won't say too. Well, I mean, we could go into a whole thing. How much time do you have? But that also speaks to, apart from Dayo being a wonderful human being, we all know this, and talented.
I see you got the cash.
Should I? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I did. But it also speaks to our incredible team leader, Akinamoto Shaw, a director who he just created this wonderful environment on set. Created this large family actually out in Greece, and I'm glad. I'm guessing we're both glad it showed up on the screen.
It absolutely does show up on the screen. I mean, it's wonderful. Really feels like it is one thing that ties the whole movie together. Just this bond that in this family that you guys managed to create. But I was going to ask, because you've both been in other projects before. This is not the first production that you guys have done. How was this different from other things that you have been in? What was it like being on this set, telling a true story? I don't know if you would like to start.
I should start or she should start?
Yeah. Well, if you want to, you can, or she can start.
Oh, I didn't know. I just didn't hear.
Yeah, I didn't hear the name, but no, go ahead.
First of all, I'm Nigerian. I'm an immigrant myself, moved to America when I was 15 years old with my family. So I 100% can relate to that story. Once I knew they were telling the story of Giannis, who I've known for a while, I'm also a basketball fan. I was like, whoa, this is something that I could really be a part of. And it would be a project that I could really lend myself and my life experiences to. And it was amazing on set because in terms of just the detail of having, a lot of Nigerians heading all the different departments, from wardrobe to, of course, Aki, our fearless leader, I'm also sure was of Nigerian descent as well. There was just the attention to detail and attention to specificity down to the food even, it's like we have Nigerian food in a Disney movie. Yeah. That's crazy.
And I had to be a professional taste tester.
I had to be. It just had to taste everything to make sure that, the audience will never taste the food, but we would know. So it was just amazing. Nigerians are, they're typically known for being large in the life people. We can be quite ostentatious, but we're a very small country in West Africa that no one ever really pays attention to. So to have a spotlight shone on us and on our people like this is amazing. The Nigerians, excited to see ourselves represented on the big screen like that. So to be in a production where you could just be the fullness of yourself in terms of your culture. I've actually never played a Nigerian before, and I'm Nigerian. This is the first time I'm playing a Nigerian in anything. So that was so amazing. That was so amazing because, you could just be the full length and breadth of yourself.
Yeah. And there's, we talk about when this was shot as well. Well, we were in the middle of the pandemic. And it really put everything into sharp focus. Every decision, every time you stepped out your door, you were making a choice in regards to, well, at that time, your safety, you weren't sure what was going on. But this script was one that immediately resonated, that immediately called to the storyteller within about the need to share this story on a universal level. There's still a lot going on in the world with, undocumented migration, and not in just any one country. It's happening across the globe. There's a lot going on in regards to displaced people, whether within their countries or, across different borders. It's a deeply important topic, something that it's very necessary to start having conversations about. So for me, being a part of that, being able to tell the story, as Dayo said, as a Nigerian as well, but also be a part of this larger universal conversation, and to be able to lean into the idea of dreaming and belief and faith, that was not one I could say no to.
All right. Well, thank you both so much for your time today. Congratulations on helping create this wonderful film. And I cannot wait until everybody gets to see it.
Awesome. Low key, I'm a big fan of Screen Rant. I watch
we love that.
all the time. Bro, I was trying to be cool the whole time.
Yeah, he was.
Before you came on, what did I say? I was
like,
Screen Rant? Oh, got to get my.
Oh, that's awesome. I love that so much.